Hey guys, All in Crypto here, and welcome back ladies and gentlemen on this wonderful Thursday for another YouTube video. I hope you've all had an amazing week so far. We've got a very exciting video to share with you today. I'm going to be getting you excited, hopefully, for what's to come for Cardano and the cryptocurrency at large. We've got lots to dive into in this video. We're of course going to take a look at Bitcoin because there's big things coming for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to drag the rest of the market with it. Over the coming days, many people have been expressing their disappointment with Cardano and why it isn't pumping similar to Bitcoin and Ethereum. And we've told you on plenty of occasions that it's a very, very common trait in a recovery for Bitcoin to lead the market. We've shown you plenty of examples where Bitcoin has done this. Ethereum has followed it a little bit more closely. And coins like Cardano and POLKADOT, which we are seeing pump today, follow it kind of after. And then they do a lot of catching up in a very short period of time. This is a video that I made 7 months ago. I think the price of Cardano was around about 60 cents. And this is me talking about exactly what we're witnessing today, and that is the flow of money into the crypto space. It starts with Bitcoin. You can see then it follows Ethereum and something like Cardano, Polkadot, and your other cryptocurrencies out there that have had a little bit more long standing than something like Solana, which is very new, very exciting, and people are kind of, you know, it's having its birth, if you will. So this is really what we're seeing. You are seeing Cardano pump today. This is going to continue. You can see that Bitcoin and Ethereum have kind of eased off the gas a little bit, and coins like Cardano, Polkadot are catching up to it. This is a very common trait. We've told you that this was coming. Bitcoin is looking amazing, ladies and gentlemen. You guys know that we've got this head and shoulder target for Bitcoin. I'll quickly inverse the chart. We are also going to take a look at Cardano versus Bitcoin, because something is setting up right now. Every time that Bitcoin pumps, we see Cardano lose against it. And this is correlated with the price. And then what we see is Cardano start to gain strength with Bitcoin, and we see the price of Cardano do exceptionally well in regards to the USD pair. But we'll cover that in just a second. We are, of course, going to dive into Cardano. We're going to look at the chart, our macro ELLIOT wave theory that we've got going for Cardano and how it is coming to fruition. And you guys know that I believe you're on your fifth wave and you're within that third wave, which is going to be bigger than the one wave, which we've already had. This could see us at a 5 to 6 Cardano price in a very short period of time. Guys, I think when I say to people that I believe in a $7.50 to $10 Cardano price by the end of the year, people think that's unrealistic. People think that that's a lie, that I'm just saying that to try and get you guys to watch this content. I absolutely believe that. It's only a hungry shepherd that misleads his flock. Let me tell you that right now. So let's get back to Bitcoin. This is what's happening, guys. This, of course, is the inversed chart for Bitcoin. Very, very apparent. More people are talking about this now. We did point this out a while ago on the channel before you had even kind of completed this right shoulder. Of course, this is the right way up chart for Bitcoin. This is the inverse chart. So this is what's happening. And this has a target. If you want to figure out your target for a head and shoulders, ladies and gentlemen, you go from your neckline, which is where you kind of have these two armpits. You draw up. And then you add it on to where the break occurs. And this has a target of around about $77,000 for Bitcoin. What do you think altcoins, knowing that they follow Bitcoin, are going to do? Also, we are going to bring up the total too, because the total too is looking amazing. And I really want to point something out. What happens when you break your previous highs? We typically, you can see here, break your previous highs, we go on a run. You can see the same things here. We go on a run. This is what we're expecting. Once you break, and this is in a kind of macro terms, previous highs, you break it, come back, and then you go on a run. And this is what we're expecting, ladies and gentlemen. We are unbelievably excited. I've been here for 5 years, and it's all came down to these moments. The next 3 months, I believe, are going to be spectacular for the cryptocurrency world, and Cardano, I believe, is going to do very well within that. I've seen many price predictions well above $10. We could see that with overperformance, but ultimately I think $7 to $10 by the end of this cycle is a very conservative price prediction. So Bitcoin's looking absolutely fantastic. It is apparent that you literally, and we overlaid the bar pattern on a million occasions for you now. You guys are probably getting sick of seeing it. It's apparent that you're just relaying and redoing this structure. And people say it's silly to just overlay chart patterns. One thing that if anybody who looks at charting will understand that patterns repeat. You know, structure repeats. This is how things work. This is why Elliott wave theory works in such a... also, Bitcoin has an Elliott wave theory that if you guys want me to make a video on, I'm more than happy to do so. Can you see how these... this sell-off here was just mimicked in a smaller version, which we did point out a long time ago when we first kind of entered this pullback for Bitcoin. Cardano's looking fantastic, doing the exact same thing that we did over here, guys. And we are, I reckon we'll see all-time highs possibly within a month, possibly by the end of October. I'm exceptionally bullish. Somebody pointed out in the comment section that we've got a lot to do in a little bit of time. This is cryptocurrencies. May I remind you that within the space of a month, Cardano went up 203% within a month. Let me draw that a little bit more accurately. Okay, just over a month. I'm kind of blowing that out of proportion. I've got to be fair. In just over a month, in 43 days, Cardano essentially went up 200%. And that, if we are indeed right, was your one wave within your fifth wave. You guys know, and we've shown you plenty of times, this is our macro Elliott wave theory that we have at play here. We've noted the hard forks and what kind of comes typically after your hard forks. You will get a sell-off. And this is the smaller Elliott wave theory structure that you've got playing out. And I believe that you have indeed made your ABC correction. You're now embarking on that third and final wave. Again, your one wave is typically your smallest wave. If that was around about 203%, if we take it from the bottom of here, add 203% on, ladies and gentlemen, that gets us to a $5.80 roundabout price prediction. That's rough. But that's really what we're looking at in this next impulsive move. And there will be pullbacks within that move. You can see here within this kind of one wave, this is obviously the smaller, more immediate time frame. This is your one wave, two wave, three wave. You can see you have pullbacks along the way, and that's what we're expecting. We're yet to break. We've still got resistance here, 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 and of course here, ladies and gentlemen. What is quite typical when you do break these is you'll come up, you might get a retest, and you'll kind of test these as support, and you'll climb your way out, leading us all the way up. And once you kind of take this, can you see this kind of common trait with once you break a significant level of resistance, you have that kind of run. This is what we're expecting. Things are looking fantastic, guys. Absolutely amazing. Total 2 is pointing out very much a similar thing. This was the structure that we had in play. We did say there was also a reverse head and shoulders. You had your kind of couple handle structure. This also has targets, I believe, to around about $3 trillion, $3.5 trillion. You're going to see our performance. Cryptocurrency as a market, I believe, could top out in the tens of trillions. For that to happen in 3 months, we are going to make a video on the 4-year cycle theory. We're going to mention things like the lengthening cycle, etc., because that absolutely could be a possibility. I am going to take profits within this year just in case, but there is absolutely the possibility that we do see a lengthening cycle due to institutions and big investors now being involved in the space. Are they going to allow it to sell off by 80% or so? So this is really where we're at, guys. Things are looking healthy. Things are looking great. In yesterday's video, we actually dropped a bit of kind of macroeconomics, and we shared a clip from History of World Economics and the Origin of Money. And if you really want to understand cryptocurrencies, guys, understand why Satoshi created Bitcoin. That holds the answers to many things. And it's essentially due to the fact that we have a very corrupt financial system in place. Satoshi created Bitcoin in the wake of 2008 crisis to put money back in the hands of the people. And there's many founding fathers of America also preached that mantra. So quickly, guys, this is Cardano against the dollar, and this is Cardano against Bitcoin. And a common trait I want you to know is, can you see here, we have this run up in regards to Cardano against Bitcoin. So this is the 29th of January to the the 5th of January to the 26th of February. Where are we? Bear with me, guys, 1 second. January. Okay, here we are. So this is what we're looking at. So you can see when Cardano runs against Bitcoin. So when it had this run here, we got this run over here, guys, all the way up to the 5th of February. Then it pulls back. And this is also confirming factor to what we're talking about when we're talking. I'll just move these out of the way so you can see them. this is a confirming factor to what we're talking about. Can you see you run up, you pull back in regards to Bitcoin and, of course, the US dollar. We then have another run. Can you see this run here against Bitcoin? And then we pull back. Bitcoin at this point would have broken out and started to lead the charge. Then Cardano gained strength again against Bitcoin. And then we pull back and we're now embarking. We're going to see strength against Bitcoin and the US dollar. This is what's coming, ladies and gentlemen. So things are looking across the board fantastic. The cryptocurrency market as a market looks great. As a capital, as the market cap of crypto looks great. Looking like it's set for continuation. Bitcoin looks set for continuation. Cardano looks set for continuation. It's going to be a good 3 months, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope you're all on board for the ride. That is really all I have for you. Remember the flow of markets, because this will become apparent, this will become applicable again when we see these pullbacks and we see Bitcoin lead the charge out of the doldrums. We've shown you on a number of occasions that, you know, Bitcoin typically broke out here. If you look at when it started its recovery, it was really the 20th of July. Cardano, I'll tell you what I'll do. So you can see when we broke out of some sort of major resistance. It was around about the 31st of July. Cardano didn't do that until the 15th of August, or certainly the 12th of August. So it tends to lag behind Bitcoin. So we've got a lot of resistance ahead of us, but ultimately the main takeaway is we've started that journey. We are on that third wave, in my opinion, and we are going to see continuation in this bull run. And I do still absolutely believe that by the end of the year, potentially by the end of this cycle, if it goes a little bit into next year, we are going to see that $7.50 to $10 price prediction. I think within this next impulsive move, you're looking at $5 to $6. Now, that is all I have for you in this video, ladies and gentlemen. I'm over the moon that everyone's feeling a little bit more chirpy, and you're starting to see what we've been talking about for so long now. The same people are always in the comment section with the negativity. The same people that were when we made this video and we said Cardano was going to go to new all-time highs and beyond, around about 60 cents. The same people that were calling for this to be the end over here. Just ignore them, guys. They're entitled to their own opinion. I'm thankful that they have that. I believe everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and I believe in free speech. But ultimately, it's just really sour people looking for attention. Just ignore them. That is really all I have for you guys. Have a fantastic Thursday, and I'll see you all in the next YouTube video. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen.